Anyway, some of the new inventory in. This one is a great car. This 1968 Ford Mustang High Country Special. This thing is so cool. Built as a specialty edition for Colorado, which they did back in the day. They would build special editions for just certain areas. And this one is the High Country Special. It's candy apple red over red. It's got a Concours restoration. It's got its AACA Senior and Grand National wins. It's got the Deluxe Marty Report, the J Code 302, and it's one of 251 built.
Wow.
And which can be a problem. Because there's rare and then there's desirable.
Right.
And just because something's rare doesn't mean that anybody knows about it or has any idea that it even existed.
True.
So, but this is a really well done car. And then, of course, the opposite to this, we have a 2008 Ford Mustang GT California Special.
CS.
The CS. And it's performance white over black and gray. This one's got 27,000 actual miles. Think about that. That car is 2008 is 16 years old.
Perfect. Garage Queen.
Garage Queen. Tremec manual, 4.6 liter, 3-valve V8, 27,000 original miles. And the California Special, they were going to make 5,000 of them, but for some reason they only made 4,118.
They ran out of money.
They ran out of money or tires or wheels or maybe the badges or the grill or something. I don't know what they ran out of something. So anyway, really two interesting cars. Another great car we just got in is the 77 Pontiac Grand Prix. This one's black on black. Have you seen this car?
Of course.
You're such a bad liar.
I sat in it.
61. Well,
that's illegal.
Yeah, you're not allowed to do that. Did you have a car specialist with you?
Exactly.
I had my classic Auto Mall shirt on.
Well, there you go.
Well, anybody could buy one of those.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
By the way, we have a
we do right out here. We have
hats and shirts
There's
available.
a showcase just like Disney World. You walk out and you could buy a shirt on your way.
Right. Make them exit through the gift shop. We used to always do that in the music business and the theater business back in the day.
That's right.
Anyway, the Grand Prix Starlight black over black, 61,000 original miles. It's got the 301 V8, which is we would call the Malaise era, which is not a whole lot of power. But it's funny. We talk about the 301 cubic inch V8 is not much of a motor, but how about a 289 Ford motor, or how about a 302? Those were healthy motors, so it wasn't like. A 301 could be, that's just, but for some reason in General Motors parlance, the 301 and the 305 are considered like, not very, but then the Ford 302 or the 289 are considered, high performance motors. The DZ 302 might be the exception to the rule on a 69 Z28.
Right. I think cubic inches have less to do with it than compression ratios and cams and things like that.
Well, think about when Ford was running in IMSA back in the day, and they were taking those little 4-cylinders and getting like 900 horsepower out of a 4-cylinder engine.
Incredible.
So, I mean, it's pretty amazing. Next on the list, a 72 Honda 600. Now, this is not a motorcycle.
No, almost.
It's like a roller skate.
It's so cool.
Tiny. It's very cool, though. Blue over black, 598 cc's.
I think that's technically makes it a microcar, does it? I think the CC's anything below 750.
I think 750 becomes that. So 4-speed manual. When this came out, a gallon of gas was 36 cents in 1972, and then of course it went to like $1.19 in 1980, which was a significant jump. And now it's I don't even know how much is gas now.
Well, it's anywhere between $3.50 and $4.50, something like that.
But I've seen as low as $3.19 actually.
Could you give us that address, please, JR?
Yes, I will.
Morgantown. By the way,
Audubon, PA.
By the way, I'm doing these write-ups and everything. I found that in 1940, milk was 54 cents, but gas was 18 cents. So milk was more expensive than gas. Now it's about the same, about $4.50.
But people use that argument, and here's the argument that I'll come back to yet. You can't use a gallon of milk in a day, much less a week.
That's true.
Whereas you're going to go through 10 or 15 gallons of gas in a day.
I'm just saying the price discrepancy in 1940. Now milk and gas are about the same.
Well, what about $4. A pound of bacon? It's not even a pound anymore, and it's like $10, and it's like less than a pound, like 3/4 of a pound. So. You got me started on this. I'm sorry.
I'm watching the clock.
Poor little piggies.
Great, thanks. 69 Plymouth Barracuda Fastback, scorch red over red, 340 cubic inch V8, bumper to bumper resto. This thing is really, really cool. Those are kind of underappreciated, but that's a really well done car.
Yeah, they're making a comeback, I think. And back in the day, I remember in my neighborhood, someone had it. It was just a daily driver.
Yeah, it was just a car.
Crazy.
Yeah, and then last but not least, the 57 Chevrolet Bel Air convertible, Matador red over red and silver, very highly optioned car. near flawless restoration. The dual quad 283, 3-speed manual, which is unusual with a manual transmission. A lot of people built them with the 2-speed Power Glide or the 2-speed or they maybe put a 3-speed turbo hydromatic in them. But yeah, they were talk about iconic. I mean, if you say classic car in the dictionary, you might look and there would be a picture of a 57 Bel Air.
Absolutely.
And they still sell well. They're not bringing the numbers that they used to bring, but I saw a bunch on barret-jackson, and they were mostly resto mods this year. There weren't very many original, and that is the case with a lot of vehicles that they were running out there, whether it's Corvettes or Bel Airs or Mustangs or Broncos. And I mean, the Broncos and Blazers were unbelievable.
Still hot.
$200,000 and $300,000.
It's incredible.
They had a K10 pickup truck that brought $300,000 at barret-jackson. I mean, hard to believe.
We've got less expensive K10s here at Classic Auto.
Although
check out our inventory.
Our customers may be calling up and saying, hey, I'm going to raise the price on mine a little bit, So we like to go the other way. When you call us up, we like you to lower your price, not raise your price. So we'll try it at any price. That's what we say. We're
equal opportunity.
Equal opportunity pricing on that. If you tell us you think your car is worth X amount of dollars, then we'll try it for 90 days at that price. And then we're going to say, I told you.
Didn't work.
We're going to have to lower the price a little bit.
A little bit.
Yep. Not a lot. You don't want to lower it too much. It's incremental, as we like to say. That's right. So, but anyway, some of the new inventory, you can see all of it at classicautomall.com.
You've been listening to the Classic Auto Mall podcast with your host, Stuart Howden.